Fragments of Silicon welcomes you back to our long national nightmare.
All right, welcome to another installment of Fragments of Silicon. I'm your host, Adam. Joining me, as always, is the regular crew. Let's get to the news. Galix, why don't you start us off this week?
Well, uh, our state is starting to really slowly do a little bit of opening some things, but a lot of people wanted to go faster, but thankfully they're making sure to do it slow.
Being
We are,
silenced.
mm, yeah, we are looking at having probably a few more people back in the office, so we're gonna have to start wearing masks in the office when we're not at our desks. But whatever, I guess.
Yeah.
Um, One of the game stores I used to go to is going to online only even afterwards. Presumably, I think they might have not had enough money to pay the rent on the building or something. I'm not sure exactly what their situation is, so that's kind of unfortunate. Uh, I got my government check, so that's nice.
Yay.
Although I had to fight the urge to burn it because it had the orange man's name on it.
Right.
Uh, Game wise, I'm still playing Pokemon, trying to get prepare for the DLC that's supposedly coming about next month, and I'm actually looking forward to. I haven't actually booted it up again, but I'm going to try and play Splatoon some more again, so I can take part in the bonus Splatfest that they're doing. I think it might be this weekend. If it's not, it's like the weekend after that.
Uh-huh.
And I started playing Trials of Mana, although I haven't gotten super far yet. The remake of it, rather. I do have the collection of Mana, and I was going to play the original with my friend, but obviously that's not happening right now. That's about all I got.
All right. Petty, you're up.
Well, the big thing is yesterday we had to take, yesterday we had to take Noisy to the vet again for a checkup, and she was also still having UTI issues. Good news is the button infection cleared up, so it's just a UTI. So they gave us a different antibiotic and some pain meds, and she seems to be doing better with those.
That's good.
And Monday, I had to go to the ER because kidney stones. Yay!
So it was kidney stones after all.
Yeah, I have one that's about half a centimeter in my kidney, but because it's not blocking anything at the moment, there's really not a whole lot they want to do about it.
So they're not breaking it up?
Not yet. Because it's supposedly still small enough I can pass it on my own.
Fun times.
Yeah. And then as far as gaming goes, I ordered another Digimon VPet Digivice thing. So that should be here.
Which version is this one?
It's another 20th anniversary, but it's the translucent green one. I already have the translucent yellow one with Lunamon on it, and translucent green has Coronamon.
So that they have the. I think that the version exclusive ones, I think, are pretty much all on opposite versions. Although I could be wrong. There could be an exclusive that isn't on either of them.
I think the only exclusive that's not available in the US right now is Tailmon and Mekumon.
Might be.
But yeah, that should be coming soon-ish. I hope it's coming from Australia. Because trying to order one of the translucent green ones here in the US, they want almost $60 for them. I paid like 45 all in on with international shipping from Australia.
Yeah, I was hoping to get them when they were in the first at retail here, but there weren't any in stock. So
Yeah, they're on Amazon. I think they have like the Wave ones are like $20 or so.
oh, I might try that. I have to look up things to figure out where I want the clock set at, so stuff happens when I'm actually awake.
Yeah.
Anyway.
And then I've started playing Digimon Store Cyber Sleuth Hacker Memory just because I haven't beat it yet and I was bored. And aside from that, not a whole lot else has been going on.
Well, Twilight, it's your go.
Let's see here now. Well, first of all, the warm weather is trying to start up here in Kentucky, but because Kentucky weather tends to be random, we've went back into colder weather today, and I think it's supposed to warm up back up tomorrow, but then it'll get cold again as it goes into the weekend, which is always fun. Though I'm not complaining, honestly. Well, the state of Kentucky is supposed to start opening back up starting the 11th, I think. And that's when everybody's going to start wearing masks out in public. This is like considered phase one, I believe. And we're going to go into like 3 or 4 different phases apparently before we actually open back up. But I have to wait and see how that actually plays out. At work, remodeling is just about finished. All the new wallpaper and floor tiles been put down. We're waiting for the salad bar to be completely set up, and they're working on Starbucks, sort of after as we speak. But yeah, store hours have just about finished though for tonight. Let's see here now. Well, in terms of gaming, during the weekend I trudged a little further to Final Fantasy VII Remake, and I've been working on a game for this weekend, and that's about it.
All right, I guess it's my go.
Mm-hmm.
And my state is along the same lines, sort of. Like, I mean, it's the state's planning on limited reopening and all that, but localities are some localities aren't planning on doing that. Like Miami-Dade comes to mind. A few others. Like locally, everything's remained the same because nobody wants to get sued.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Got my new fan today. It's a tower fan. It is on right now, and it doesn't look like it's being picked up by any microphones. So that's good. When there's the other fan, which is very loud, powerful but loud.
Now you aren't slow roasting.
Yeah. I mean, it can get quite stuffy in here without any circulation. Like
Almost like it's Florida or something.
Let's see. Some other stuff has come in, like the wireless module for my Xbox controller came in. Those had to be ordered separately.
Well then.
It's well, it's like most of the Amazon offers were just for the controller itself, and my current computer doesn't like it too much with the Bluetooth setting. Like the signal would just randomly stop being received.
Probably not the best thing to happen in the middle of a game.
Mm-hmm.
No. Sometimes my character would just start running on his own in one direction. Like that happened quite a few times.
I must go. My people need me.
something like that. Um, but hopefully, with the wireless thingy, uh, that will stop. It's like, let's see. In case you missed it on Sunday, we were planning on doing the long anticipated Star Trek commentary thing with Mac, and I believe Keith is supposed to be there as well. But it got tabled again due to business related matters. Like, apparently, he had to do a meeting with some people who knew some people who knew some people who worked at like Netflix. No idea how that turned out. That hasn't informed us, and I'm like, I haven't bothered to inquire because, well, you know, that's not the bit of business we're interested in on Monday. Um, you know, we're working to see when we can actually do this without a Mac-induced delay. It's like we've put it off twice now, and people are getting upset that we a thing gets scheduled and it gets descheduled by the person who wants to do this shit in the first place. Like, I'll be honest and upfront, this is Mac's project. This is something he's been wanting to do for like 5 years. If it doesn't come to fruition, no one here is going to shed many tears for it because, well, it's not something we particularly wanted to do. It's more a favor to Mac. So it's kind of.
I'm not opposed to it, but I also have no particular vested interest in it. It's his. Yeah. He's the one who recorded it and then saved it forever.
Yeah. It's like he needs to make sure his shit's sorted out so we can do this. It's like I don't like having shit scheduled and then, getting rescheduled. Like, nobody does.
Mm-hmm.
And not for nothing, but this is a pattern of familiarity when it comes to Mac. Like, he has a habit of, wanting to do a thing and never following through. Like, our website's still busted, by the way. Like, just gonna point that out. And yeah, this is where we roll along to the interview portion of the broadcast, but we had a last minute cancellation. Like, it came in at about 11 o'clock at night. Like, it was like about as last minute as you could get. I suppose like absolute last minute would be like right before the show started, but that's splitting hairs. Point is, our guest this week had to cancel due to milestone obligations. Apparently, they were hitting something with their current project that they couldn't, that they had to take care of, like, in the here and now. I'm like, as far as if the interview is going to still take place, I have no idea. I said, okay, do you think we can do this in July? They haven't gotten back to me about that. So we're back to our old chestnut. Let's play 80 Days.
Woo!
So where did we leave off last time?
I think we're still in the Middle East.
That sounds about right. Like, yeah, I think we were just about to head away from the Middle East.
Yeah. I think we're on the route to India. Question mark?
Yeah, once again, that sounds accurate.
Alrighty, so
we'll find out soon enough.
Okay, I think we wanted to go. Was it Bombay we wanted to go to?
Yes.
Alrighty.
Because that is going in the direction we want to go. We go east.
Oof! We're gonna need to stay where we are for a couple days because that's minus 30 health.
That's
and it's a fairly long trip, so
yeah.
Well, I guess let's explore.
Probably for the best.
New route discovered.
Okay, then. This departure could be discussed. Okay.
I mean, we're not in as bad shape as we were.
Yeah.
And let's see. We're on day 30, so we still have 50 days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but we're significantly less than half the way there.
Well, I mean, we're about to hit India.
Do you find it dull, or do you like Darjeeling tea?
Let's go with Darjeeling.
Oh, good. There's more health.
As I thought. I mean, Englishman, tea, of course, health happens.
Let's take one last look at the market.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't think any of those things were things that we needed in our
Yeah. Ooh, we actually
current
got the
sets.
tea.
Neat.
All right, so I guess hotel and figure out where we're going in the morning.
Well, where does plan?
Plan, we can either go to Dubai, Muscat, or Bombay.
Probably want to head to Dubai.
Why?
Well, I mean, if Bombay is taking 30 health.
Yeah, but Dubai.
All right, we'll go to Bombay.
Alrighty.
It's faster to go in one thing if that's still where we'd be going.
Fair
All
enough.
right, so
I mean,
sleep.
yeah, I mean, that is still the overall goal. Head east.
Plus, this is significantly safer from what I'm seeing.
Let's see. I suppose we can talk to the hotelier. I mean, Fog is now at 96, so he's doing much better.
Mm-hmm. So onward, I guess we go.
Yes, we are.
Oh, it departs tomorrow. So do we want to send one more day here to go?
We could try to negotiate it.
Yeah. Well, let's go with negotiate.
So we'd have to spend like 200 more.
Oof. I don't think that's worth a day.
Yeah.
If you say so. But yeah, from what I'm seeing, if we go go to Dubai, then from there are mostly routes that have risks of theft and piracy and stuff. So.
Oh man,
Okay.
pirates. So I guess.
We're spending the day at the hotel.
I went to explore a bit, I'm guessing.
He's back to 99, so sure.
Yeah.
I think he's still not amazingly fond of us, but whatever.
He's healthy enough. That's the bigger.
He's not
concern.
gonna die on the way to Bombay.
I
think we can spare £1.
Yeah.
give or take an ounce.
Alright, and then roll off to Bombay.
Yep. Time to head to the crown jewel of the British Empire.
At least at this time.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Hull, pitted, and scarred.
All right.
mhm.
Huh. Okay. Going into the direction we're going.
And we're floating. Doesn't work quite as well.
For some inexplicable reason, I expect yodelers to show up.
Give it time.
You allowed Phineas to board first. Seems like the kind of thing that should be done.
I actually forget if this game spells his name with an L or an N.
Methodically repacking or recovering.
Repacking is not bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yay.
Knife collections aren't going to re.
Forks, get it right.
We nearly collided. Okay, I think the key word there is nearly.
Mm-hmm.
Renewed distaste.
I mean, we're gonna have to cross the Pacific somehow, man.
Mm-hmm. Possibly by Zeppelin in this game.
We should probably help him.
Yeah.
Well. Uh-oh.
I had not heard of such a beast.
That seems like the kind of thing that you might want to hear about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this may or may not, cross over with certain other Jules Verne books.
Well, keep an eye out for any submarines, I suppose.
Uh-huh.
Sounded like a maritime fancy.
There are some interesting, weird side quests you can take, apparently, although some of them aren't on the first run.
We're still on our first run.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, on there are a few on I think you can do in the first one, but you can make very good time certain weird ways.
Does it involve trafficking, Mr. Fogg?
Not normally, no.
You say not normally.
Again, I haven't read the guide in detail or anything. I'm just like...
Alright, so as customary, check the market.
Mm-hmm. Air gear set. Well, let's go do that. Apparently, we can complete our air gear set here.
That would be probably the field glasses, which are quite small.
Turmeric, we gonna go anywhere near Singapore?
It's ahead of us.
Yeah. Possibly. I mean, I imagine we can plan a route to Singapore, so maybe bring that along. Not sure if we're going to need this other hemisphere timetable, since, we're less interested in going south than we are.
Southern hemisphere. We're in the
north. We're still in the north.
Oh, we shouldn't need the Ottoman railroad timetables now, should we?
We may end up going through the Russia at the end, but we're not going to aim for it. I guess we could sell it if you want. If it sells.
Yeah, we don't need that.
Mm-hmm.
We're in India.
Mm-hmm. And what do the tobacco and dominoes do?
Tobacco valuable in Walfare, Nova Goa, and Hong Kong, and dominoes of interest to Ernest Prim and Sea Dog types. I'm guessing that's probably a quest item of some kind.
Possibly.
They
I
can
think
help you negotiate with stuff. I would pick up the tobacco because Hong Kong is a major port
yeah, we're probably
and it's small.
yeah, we're probably going to end up in Hong Kong. Like,
Alright. Do we want to just leave the dominoes?
Probably.
you know,
It's not a quest item so much as I think an item that you can negotiate with certain people better if you have those, but it's hard to keep track of.
Mm-hmm.
all right.
Yeah, like Fogg said, the air traveler set helps if you get an airship and you need to negotiate. It helps.
Hmm. Let's see. Do we want to look at the city or the bay?
Probably the city,
All right.
but I don't know.
Yeah.
Sure. Why
the bay,
not?
The bay is where the water is.
Yeah.
It is wet.
The Maningo Temple. Or the once again, Hanging Gardens. Let's go. Why
Yeah.
not?
You only live once. Oh.
Is up for interpretation. Ooh. Make sure we
Alright.
open.
I accidentally clicked off of it.
Okay. Let's see. The towers, the Hanging Gardens were magnificent. RC Tower of Silence. Okay, I'm guessing that's something significant. Let's see. British officers escorted. Hmm.
Do we want to
Yeah.
go on our more possibly stabby escapades or go back to Mr. Fogg?
I think we've established how insane our character is at this point.
So approach and knock the door then?
Yep. Damn the torpedoes, full speed ahead.
Oh, right, the Artificers Guild.
They were a varied group.
Alright, one will probably make them think we're insane. One might be helpful.
I'm thinking transportation, you know, or around the world. Like something to help open up some routes here.
Yeah. Fuck it. We're already probably insane. Alright, so then I'm interested in transportation or the fastest way from here.
A fastest way. That is the overall goal, after all.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Not the train. The paper say goes to Calcutta. The line stops at Allahabad. There is no track between there and Calcutta. So we would be stranded if we went that way. Really don't care about the papers lying. So.
A man's shoes are his castle.
Fuck it.
I mean, we're not handing them over.
Yeah, we kind of need them.
Your shoes. See, this is what happens when you don't pack the knife. Right.
Hmm.
I guess explore.
Well, we need roots from here.
Yes.
I was kind of hoping that we would have gotten that from talking to the Sikh guy, but we might have just done it wrong.
Possibly. Let's
Yeah.
see. Well, we've got some new routes opening up. Let's see.
Do we have one to Nova Goa?
Hang on. Let's get back to the routes there.
Yep. There's one to Nova Goa right there.
Let's take
Although
that.
that's not amazingly fast.
Yeah, but it'll at least get us some more money.
Yeah.
You want to embark right now, or?
Well, I mean, it's 700. It's 740 pounds, but why not?
Plus, it's airship, which is not unhealthy.
Yeah. Let's go.
Plus, we're good with airships currently.
And a fog.
Ironclad automatic. Like,
Atmodic, presumably atmosphere something.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Atmosphere nautic, maybe.
I spent the time on the observation deck.
Let's go with
Sounds
that.
more interesting than sleeping.
Yeah.
All right. So sleep. We sell the crap and then get on our merry way.
Yes. Yeah, and we are in the Portuguese part of India.
Hence the Nova.
Mm-hmm. Had a particular charm. Let's go with going none. Steam-powered bicycles and rickshaws.
It's not a rickshaw if it's steam powered. Let's see. Why do you bless them? Your hair is showing. I watched her at work. I'm curious as to what their blessings are for, but you guys might have different opinions.
Let's go with the blessing.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not stare.
Yeah,
John?
that two sound very creepy.
And don't be the creepy guy there, John. We're not a state. You only bless sailors?
I have sailed. If you like.
Uh-huh.
Or please.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I rattled it. There's probably something inside it. Sisters of Dicatus Medratus.
All right,
Curious.
so should we explore before the market opens?
Okay, so apparently we can sell that in Beijing.
Mm-hmm. Or other
Well,
places,
then.
but yes.
Oh, fuck, I didn't mean to do that.
What?
I hit the explore button. Oh, well.
You can get. Yeah. Well,
Oh, it's probably not the worst
Market.
thing in the world.
So we want to sell. Which one was it?
The tobacco.
Yeah.
Okay, and they have diving cap, cold compress, Caribbean timetable, or set of false teeth.
I don't think we need any of those.
Yeah, I think, yeah, everything else that the false teeth is good for, I think, is west of us.
Mm.
Madras is well, whatever. It's not important.
Then, yeah, we can sell that in Beijing. Do we want the Caribbean timetables?
I don't think so.
I mean, it's hard to say where we're going to end up. Like, that might be useful. It might not be useful.
Right.
All right.
So I guess, where are we going?
Well, let's see what our options are.
We're gonna want to go northeast, I think.
I don't think we have any routes northeast.
Madras is a good final target.
Yeah,
but I guess that's.
So I guess.
Yeah, rather than going all the way down to, friggin'
Sri Lanka.
Yeah.
So Bangalore it is then.
Yes.
Currently, we have more money than we have health. So even if airship is a little bit expensive, that's okay.
Okay. Like, so apparently we're taking a rocket ship.
It's still an airship. It's just pointy.
All right. So waited on my master's needs or talking with other passengers.
You can use some waiting on, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe that's just me.
Let's talk to. Okay. All right. He's back at full health.
Alrighty. So I guess.
Yeah. So we'll head to Madrasa, and I think we'll wrap it up for this session.
Also, apparently, we can sell the cross here.
All right.
So we don't have to.
Well, we can see what we can get for it. I mean, what's the worst that happens?
Point taken.
We get stabbed in the market.
Or we do the stabbing.
I like the second option.
I was happy to pretend I was still in Europe.
Sounds good.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'll go for a walk.
A nice pleasureless stroll.
I'm sure nothing of consequence will happen.
4 people found dead in the street.
Let's see. Bien sûr. I think that's how it's pronounced.
Of course. Yeah, bien sûr.
Yeah. I mean, he's a Frenchman, so he's not fucking playing cricket.
So I don't play cricket then?
No.
I mean, you could.
It's just not going to go over well, I think.
Did you not actually click it, Petty?
I actually clicked the other one. Toss the ball. Fumbled a bit, caught it one-handed. Do we either want to be a klutz or a baller?
One-handed.
Broke his hand. Well, shit.
We just don't have time for a full cricket game because those can last for days.
Yes. Especially in the 19th century.
Yep.
I have no idea how cricket is played, so.
Well, bowling is the technical term, so let's bowl.
All right. Stupid baseball on volume. Like, I have things. Look, I've been to like Australia and England. I've seen cricket matches. I do not get it.
I mean, it's like baseball, except instead of having a path you run around, you just run back and forth between two spots. And there's a thing you can hit with the ball, and get bonus points or some shit.
And anyway, Acrobat.
I'm not sure if that's reputable, but we'll see. Reputable.
Somebody has some loud background noise.
Sorry.
Thanked him and pocketed the thing.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
Might as well.
You never know who needs a ball.
Or when you need to use it to make a great escape.
Yeah.
Bin factory made sounds fun, but he might prefer fully formed. It's a more classical thing.
Yeah.
Factory made would not be a compliment, I think.
No, it wouldn't.
Yay.
Your character is now suave.
That's probably good.
I would imagine.
Well, I mean, it's usually a positive adjective.
Mm-hmm.
And the
Usually.
cricket bell.
Well, yeah, but we're in the positive scale. There are several adjectives that are positive that are.
Yes.
Anyway, did you?
Oh
want to stop
my.
here? What?
Huh?
They got a rifle. Oh, we only can get 300 for this here. Let's wait till Beijing.
Yeah.
Anything here can sell decent? Doesn't look like it. So we have Indian airship timetables, cowboy boots, neck cushion, and the 45 caliber rifle.
Let's look at the Indian airships timetable and see if it says the Greater Indian Area or just in India itself.
Looks like just India.
I mean,
I would trade the Canadian timetable for that, since we have the stuff that makes us good at plane or good at airship.
Okay. And I suppose we don't want to be an arms dealer. Also,
Not really, no.
also we're a little bit insane. So
Well,
maybe a gun wouldn't be a very good idea.
I imagine the cowboy boots are still a good ways off from being useful.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a shame we didn't get the what was it? Cold compress. I think the neck cushion goes with that.
All right.
Well
New
then.
roots.
That's not super useful.
No.
That, on the other hand, might be.
There we go. That's what we're looking for.
All right. So we good for now.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So I guess I could go do my music thing.
All right. So yeah, that'll wrap up the gameplay segment here. As always, if you enjoyed watching us, faff about traveling the globe, be sure to support us. Hit the subscribe button, click the bell for notifications when we go on air. Let's see. Give us a cheer. Buy bits to help support the channel. All that good stuff. So, Petty, play us to the next segment. All right, welcome to the topic of discussion. This week, so we are talking about the summer of gaming, I guess. We are talking about the death of E3 and the attempts to fill the hole.
Not permanent death, but at least for this year.
Yeah, it's like this year E3 is completely dead and buried. Like, it's not happening in any form. We don't know if it's going to return next year. Already beforehand, things were kind of precarious due to various shenanigans with the ESA. Sony famously dropped out well before the event and all that stuff. But, that's all immaterial for this year because, we'll
have to keep an eye on how things go, because if things go perfectly well for everybody without an E3, that might be bad for the actual event.
Yeah. So what's filling the slot here? Well, a whole bunch of stuff. Like, so instead of having one concentrated week of, news, and, everything that E3 entails, it's going to be spread out over the entire goddamn summer. And it starts tomorrow.
Oh God.
Yeah. Like, so kicking the summer of gaming off is the Xbox Series X gameplay first look. That's tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. ET, 8 a.m. PT. So this is going to be the Xbox. This is going to be what games are going to be powered by the Xbox Series X, or Xbox Sex, if you will. I mean, Microsoft keeps falling into these traps.
Yeah. Last generation they had the Expo. Now they have the Sex.
Like, I mean, it's kind of their fault for not employing 13-year-olds.
Or at least parents of one.
Anyway, so what's going to be showing up there? Don't know exactly. We'll probably see like more of, say, Hellblade 2, which was like the first Xbox Series X game that got unveiled. Probably going to see like Assassin's Creed Valhalla, which just got revealed. We don't know how much of a mix of first party, third party, what have you. I mean, that like I've heard rumors. Like, rumors are rumors. Like, not necessarily leaks. Like, for example, like Microsoft's been working on a Fable game for forever and a day. But yeah, that's going to be the first event. And clearly this is an analog for, what would be their E3 conference. Or at the very least, it might be in the vein of an Inside Xbox episode.
Or both.
Like, yeah.
Inside E3 box.
Yeah. Anyway, point of order is, this is going to be the presumably final lid blowing off of the Xbox Series X, because, we already know the hardware, we know the controller. Now we need to know the software. And then after that, we've got the Summer Gaming Fest. This is the Jeff Keighley of events. It's kind of hard to call it an event, because it and other such configurations are kind of a rolling thing that are going to be happening across the summer. Like from May to August, I think, at least July. Anyway, with the Summer Gaming Fest, it's kicking off May 12th with a surprise game reveal. I mean, what is that? It may leak, but I mean, I think about what I could say is this is really going to be something major. Like, hint, you're not hyping up some mid-card title if you're leading in with your Game Fest. Like, the next Lego game isn't going to be this. It's, those are fine games. They're not exactly headliners. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
This is probably going to be like this would be like, for supposition's sake, Metal Gear Solid 6. I'm not saying at all that's going to happen. I'm just saying this is at the level of reveal. So that's happening 2 days from now.
Or it could be something really disappointing, but probably not.
Yeah. That is being unveiled at noon Eastern, 9 a.m. Pacific. And yeah, I think that'll be like day one. It looks like it might be. Oh no, that's European times. Doesn't look like they have how long this thing is going to be. And once again, this is just like the first of what is to be a summer-long event. Let's see. We've got one event of E3 that is returning on its own is the PC gaming show. Um, that works for me, but that's because I game on the PC. Um, it's probably going to play out like how it played out in years past. I imagine it's going to be like the same host. I mean, it's got the same sponsor, PC Gamer. I imagine like the same kind of games are going to be shown off, like less AAA blockbuster affairs and more mid-sized strategy games. Though that isn't to say that you're not going to see any of that there. Like last year, the game that show opened up with Baldur's Gate 3. And Borderlands 3 was there. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2 was there. I'd imagine Baldur's Gate 3 and Bloodlines 2 are going to show up at the PC Game Show there as well. I will preface this, a word of warning, the PC Gaming Show is definitely less sizzle than like other E3 events tended to be. Like, this is definitely much more about showing off long stretches of gameplay because, well, PC gaming tends to be that way. It's like I'm sure whatever like Total War title that they're showing off there will, have like a 30-minute presentation or something like that.
Total War, actually only about 75% war.
Yeah. That being said, we could also get some Japanese gaming announcements. 2 years ago, like the biggest news that came out of the PC Gaming Show was the announcement of like the Yakuza games coming to Steam. So Persona 5 finally getting that PC port or what have you. Once again, not saying that is happening, but it'd be nice if that would happen. Once thing up to Sega. So that is happening on June 6th, 2020. So around the time of when E3 was going to be anyway. As far as covering these events, maybe we can do like the PC Gaming Show. But I mean, something like what Jeff Keighley's doing with the Summer Game Fest. This is way too rolling for anyone to cover with any sanity. Like, and yeah, the Xbox reveal thing, that is too fucking early. That's why it's nice when all this shit is packed together. You can plan it out smoother. Let's see, we got Cyberpunk 2077 Night City Wire, which is probably going to be like the full gameplay deep dive of the massively anticipated Cyberpunk 2077. Let's see, another, I guess, quasi E3 because EA has announced EA Play 2020. EA typically kicked off E3, even though they weren't at E3 technically. But the E3, the EA E3 conference was that tended to be the kickoff of the whole affair, or at least one of the earlier events, depending on the year. But yeah, EA is going to have the EA Play Live on June 11th. And this is definitely looking like it's going to be their replacement for their E3 conference, because try to guess what's going to be showing up here. Just try.
All the sports games.
Yep. FIFA 21, Madden NFL 21, and
That's
NHL.
kind of the thing they mostly own now.
Well, yeah, I mean, granted, nobody likes watching that shit. But these are EA's biggest money makers, so you bet your ass they're getting a huge amount of coverage. And of course from the non-sports side of things, we're gonna have Star Wars. what they've let's see. Apparently, they've got a smaller, more unusual Star Wars game coming from EA Motive, whatever that means. Like, um, like apparently, Battlefield will be announced. And surprise, surprise. That's like EA's non-Star Wars flagship series. Let's see. Apparently, has confirmed more Switch titles. I'll see it when and as well as an EA HD remaster. Now, I have seen a rumor of what this is, and it's the thing that people want. It's a HD remaster of the Mass Effect trilogy.
Like gasp. But it's done in the Mass Effect Andromeda engine.
That would be horrible.
People would be going feral.
Yeah.
Anyway, that is happening June 11th, 2020, starting at 4 p.m. Pacific time, 7 p.m. Eastern. Let's see. You've got IGN Summer of Gaming, which is, once again, it's like the Keeley deal, where just on IGN's channel, they're going to be showing off stuff from 2K, EA, Xbox, Square Enix, Sega, Bandai Namco, Amazon, Google Stadia, Twitter for some reason. That scares me.
It scares all of us, dude.
Yeah.
Let's see, Devolver Digital, THQ Nordic, and more. I mean, keep in mind, because of the COVID, like, all of the fucking events have been canceled. So there's a lot of news that's still been walled off that we'd probably be knowing by now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's apparently going to start sometime in early June. And once again, we've got another one of these. We've got GameSpots, not GameStop. The gaming website, not the retailer. People get confused by this more than you think. Maybe exactly how you think. Anyway, you got GameSpot's Play for All. Once again, it's another multi-week event going to be showing off their whatever exclusive things that they've got. Apparently, they've lined up Bethesda, CD Projekt Red, Deep Silver, Devolver Digital, Larian Studios, Google Stadia, Bandai Namco, Private Division, Square Enix, Sega, and 2K Games. So there's some crossover with the IGN stuff, and there's some stuff that they got on their own. Once again, that's starting in early June. Yeah. I'll be honest, I'm finding this a lot more annoying than E3. Like, E3 week is intense, but it's concentrated. So, you get it all in a couple of fucking days. All right, let's see. We got Xbox 2020, Xbox Game Studios. Obviously, this is filling in for the Microsoft. Mike. Oh, no. This is specifically for first-party stuff, it looks like. July is the big Xbox Game Studios show, where we'll go around the world and see first looks and even new game announcements from these creative teams. Okay, so this is a purely first-party look at stuff, and this is July. So, as you can see, there's quite a lot that's been announced so far. I mean, Microsoft's got 2 events happening. EA's got their event, PC Gaming, they've rescued the PC Gaming show from the E3 heap. And you've got 3 big, if nebulous, rolling game announcements, consignments going on. But the question is, who's still absent? Well, let's see. Obviously, the big one is Sony. We do not know what Sony's PS5 reveal plans are at this point. And they haven't apparently they might be doing something in late May or early June. We don't know yet. Ubisoft looks like they've got a digital experience planned for sometime in the future. Once again, COVID-19 is fucking up with all sorts of plans. Square Enix, nobody knows what they're like. Square Enix probably going to be with the various rolling events. Ditto Bethesda, I imagine. Yeah, it's like it looks like they don't have a replacement for their E3 show. Devolver Digital, well, I'm like
Devolver gonna Devolver?
Looks like they are. All right, so shortly after the news of the E3 cancellation, Devolver tweeted that it is quote unquote bummed, but it is planning quote unquote a live stream Devolver Direct / press conference and possibly more. So we still got that to look forward to.
I'm moderately concerned.
Like, apparently Warner Brothers was going to do its first press conference at E3 2020, but I imagine that's another thing that's going to be dispersed among the mini conference things. Seriously, what do we call these? And the ultra big question mark is Nintendo. Because
yeah, all they've said is they're not doing a direct in, was it June?
Yes, they have said they will not be doing a June direct because, and we can directly attribute that to the state of emergency in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like the next direct is going to be at the very end of summer, which is kind of
be in July, but we don't know.
Yeah, like there's still. I think like there are ways that Nintendo could get around this. Like okay, maybe have all like NOA lead the Nintendo Direct, but it's like maybe that's not jiving well with their Japanese overlords.
Also, they're still supposed to be on schedule to release the Pokemon thing next month. So if they're going to do another reveal or a more full thing for that, that might have to be sometime this month, maybe.
Well, it's also like we may get individual game announcements because, okay, so yeah, Nintendo had a huge hit with Animal Crossing, but their future lineup looks pretty fucking barren. Like we've got Xenoblade Chronicles 1, we've got that Clubhouse Games thing coming in June, and we've got the Pokemon expansion pass. So they
may have stuff that they're planning to do, but some of the stuff they're planning to do may be delayed, and some of the stuff that they're planning to do, they just might not have had a good time to announce yet. We really have no idea what's up.
Yeah. Well, and that's a big problem because while Nintendo doesn't have necessarily a new Switch to announce, they don't have any they have very little announced for the summer beyond. We don't know what Nintendo's fall lineup is going to be or whatever. And that's the thing that the E3 Nintendo Direct would lay out. So also worth noting, Nintendo has apparently told their partners to not wait for the Direct if they want to reveal their projects elsewhere. So
there may be games that are going to be on the Switch being revealed in other things other than a Direct. Basically,
I'm like, and yeah, that's the general layout of the summer gaming here. It's it's going to fill the hole just a lot more fucking spread out.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see if people actually fucking enjoy, having presumably 3 months of rolling news. Granted, this is also because stuff has been building up because, there are no fucking conferences. There hasn't been one since PAX East. And that's going to...
Which, makes sense. People have been, not gathering for things.
Right, and that's going to, E3 is canceled. Gamescom is canceled, though that's still got a digital attachment. TGS on the bubble, because that's September.
Mm-hmm.
That is still far enough away, I think, where, I could see why they haven't canceled it yet, but don't be surprised if TGS gets canceled as well. So yeah. As far as our coverage, we'll see if we can't do some of these things. Others, like anything with like Keeley, IGN, or GameSpot, no.
God,
Uh,
no.
Yeah, that is way too fucking nebulous, and it's probably going to be like, their usual E3 streams where it's just fucking 8 hours and so on and so forth. But some of the other stuff, maybe we'll see how it goes. But I mean, at the very least, we'll have stuff to talk about next week. Thank God.
Or will we? Dun dun dun.
We will, because the Xbox.
I know.
Like, we are guaranteed to have some fucking news. So, yeah. So we'll be talking about the Xbox games reveal next week. Unless something trumps that, like whatever the thing that's being revealed on Friday turns to be something in our interests.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that'll about do it for this installment of Fragments of Silicon. Apologies for not having a guest this week, but sometimes it happens. Anyway, the week ahead, I am pleased to say that our Friday interview is still progressing as planned. On May 8th, we'll be having Kudo of Grizzland the game and a few others. But, we reviewed Grizzland not too long ago, and we'll be talking about that and a few other projects. It's got like 3 of them. Like the Grizzland isn't even the latest. It's Plastris is the latest. It looks like a puzzle game. It's just they're like the publisher and the developer is listed as Kudo. So, when we have that, we tend to go with like a game selection because Kudo from Kudo sounds kind of dumb. Anyway, let's see. Coming up on the Sunday reviews, we will be having reviews of Wari Orb, which is a kind of Metroidvania platform game where you play as a literal Wari Orb, like a spirit that is an orb, and he does bounce around like a ball. This game looked a lot better on paper than in actuality.
Mhm.
Like, this was close to being a good game, but oh god, I hate playing it. I absolutely despise it. We got Duck Souls Plus for the PlayStation 4, though everyone here does have at least a copy of, the original Duck Souls on PC.
Mhm.
I don't think we figured out what the Plus is for. Like, maybe we'll do that in between, here and Sunday. We got Zed for the Nintendo Switch. Also saw a release on the PC. So it's a weird but pretty unique puzzle game. Also really fucking hard. It makes my brain hurt. Not gonna lie. Granted, if you look it up and through walkthroughs, then it's super simple. Like your average level lasts 7 seconds then. But that's kind of going against the idea here. And Twilight will be handling Will Glow the Wisp, which is kind of a motion simulator thing in the vein of Geometry Wars, kind of in terms of aesthetics.
Simplest, it's basically a race to the finish type game with physics involved.
All right. And yeah, that's what's coming up in the week ahead. And until Friday, I shall wish you good gaming.